Hi everyone, good morning. Today's class we are going to discuss about multiple windows and frames concept. Okay, first we are going to discuss about how to handle multiple windows. So lab number 20. Okay, so okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
That day I asked you a doubt regarding the weights concept.
Okay. Yes. Weights concept. Okay.
Synchronization.
Yeah. Suppose if I will give 100 seconds. So you told if I will give 60 seconds, no need to write explicit weight. That is the doubt asked by someone in online. Okay. So no need to write if I will give 60 seconds, no need to write explicit weight. So his point is correct only. But why we will give only implicit weight generally 10 or 20 seconds or max people will give up to 30 seconds. Okay, we can able to give 100 also. Okay, and we can avoid no need to write off explicit weight because automatically the driver max it can wait up to 100 seconds. That's what we understood. Suppose okay, if I am giving 300 seconds and in my program suppose I have given invalid locator ID button login 123. Okay, so when my program is executing, the driver will look for this locator ID button login 123. So it will look for that web element within fraction of millisecond. In case if it is not available as per default implicit wait time, how much time it will wait? 300 seconds means. So almost it is taking 5 minutes. Okay. So we don't know what is happening and what the program execution also it's not failing. Okay. So and you will get confused why the program also it's not executing, you will get confused. So that's the reason generally in projects max people will give 10 or 20 seconds. So within 10 seconds if it is not able to find, then it's an implicit issue violation. Okay. And some web elements are taking more than more than 10 seconds. And as per our project standards, developer is asking if any of the wait command, if any of the web element is loading more than 60 seconds. Okay, here our developer is asking if any of the web element is taking more than 50 seconds, and on explicit wait I can write 50 seconds only. So I need to identify the issue wherever the web elements are loading more than 50 seconds. I need to summarize those web elements information and I need to inform to the development team so that they can work out those issues and they can able to fix those performance issues. So that's the reason implicit wait generally we will give 10 or 20 seconds, and explicit wait we will give 40, 50, 60 seconds like that. And if the developer is asking more than if any of the web element is loading more than default explicit wait condition above 60 seconds, so such issues needs to be informed. So if any of the if any of the issue got failed because of timed out issue, so you will inform to the development team and you will log the defect, and that issue will be tracked by development team. They can able to work out on the fixing of those issues. Okay, so that's the explanation. So on implicit wait generally we can write max 10 or 20 seconds, and explicit wait depends on your project conditions, either they will follow 60 seconds, 50 seconds, something like that. So somebody asked out, is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను 100 సెకండ్స్ అన్నాను. సో 100 సెకండ్స్ ఇస్తే నేను ఇన్వాలిడ్ లొకేటర్ ఇస్తే ఆఫ్టర్ 100 సెకండ్స్ my program will be failed, no such element exception.
Yes, sir.
So that is not the good practice. So we are misusing the concepts. Okay, so that's why generally we will give 10 seconds. So synchronization ante enti? So if the driver is executing set of driver instructions within fraction of milliseconds, if any of the web element is not loading on the web page, the driver has to wait until it has to available on the web page. So the driver max default, it will wait as per the implicit wait time 10 seconds. In case if it is loading on 5 seconds, in the 6th second, the click operation or send keys operation, it will be performed if it is available on the web page. So some of the web elements will be loaded very slowly. So that kind of issues are common in any of the web application. Okay. So that's it on the background of waits. So still anybody is having any doubts before moving on to
Sir,
the next topic?
జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ పర్పస్ ఏంటి సార్? అది కూడా ఇలా లోడ్ అవ్వనప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయడానికి.
లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో నేను ఏం చెప్పాను? జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటర్
వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనేవి సెండ్ కీస్ ఆపరేషన్ వర్క్ అవ్వనప్పుడు జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం.
1 second, correct. So what is the purpose of JavaScript executor? To highlight a web element border. Sometimes the click operation is not working on a web element. Sometimes send keys is not working, and so you have to scroll at a particular web element. After that, you have to take the snapshot and how to launch a new tab. This concept we haven't discussed. Today's class we are going to discuss about this. క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒకసారి ఫాలో అవ్వండి టాపిక్, ఒకసారి రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ చూడండి. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి రీక్యాప్ ఫర్ యూ. ఓకే
సార్
yes
అది మనం ఇప్పటి వరకు లొకేటర్స్ లో 3 కాన్సెప్ట్స్ చెప్పుకున్నాం సార్. ఐడి, నేమ్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పాత్ సార్.
అవును.
అయితే మనం ఎక్కువ ఏది యూజ్ చేస్తే ప్రిఫరబుల్ బెటర్ సార్? ఐడినా, నేమా, ఎక్స్పాత్ సార్? అందులో కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ గా ఉంది సార్. ఎక్స్పాత్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలి అనేది కొంచెం
ఎప్పుడు ఏది ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలని
ఒకటి. సో 1 second, లొకేటర్స్. సో మనకి ఐడి, నేమ్, ఎక్స్పాత్, సిఎస్ఎస్ సెలెక్టర్, లింక్ టెక్స్ట్. జనరల్ గా ఫస్ట్ డెవలపర్ బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఐడిని మనం రాసేటప్పుడు ప్రిఫరబుల్ గా వి విల్ గో విత్ ఐడి. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ నేమ్. థర్డ్ ఆప్షన్ వి విల్ గో విత్ సిఎస్ఎస్ సెలెక్టర్. ఫోర్త్ ఆప్షన్ వి కెన్ గో విత్ ఎక్స్పాత్. ఓకే. సో ఐడి, నేమ్, సిఎస్ఎస్ సెలెక్టర్ అండ్ ఫోర్త్ ఆప్షన్ ఇస్ ఎక్స్పాత్. సో ఈ సీక్వెన్స్ లోనే ఎందుకు ఫాలో అవ్వాలి అనేది మీకు ల్యాబ్ నెంబర్ 44, 45 చెప్పేటప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమైంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మన ఆబ్జెక్టివ్, మన ఎజెండా ఏంటి? వీ హ్యావ్ టు లొకేట్ ద వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టు పర్ఫార్మ్ సెండ్ కీస్ ఆర్ క్లిక్ ఆపరేషన్. ఓకే. సో మీరు ఏ లొకేటర్ అయినా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఈ లొకేటర్ యూజ్ చేయకూడదు, ఈ లొకేటర్ యూజ్ చేయాలని అట్లా రూల్ ఏం లేదు. ఓకే. ది ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ డ్రైవర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఇస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు పర్ఫార్మ్ సెండ్ కీస్, దట్స్ ఇట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు పర్ఫార్మ్ క్లిక్ ఆపరేషన్. సో మీరు ఏది యూజ్ చేస్తారు అనేది మీ ఇష్టం. ఓకే. జనరల్ గా ఐడి ఫస్ట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఐడికి వెళ్తారు, నెక్స్ట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ నేమ్ కి వెళ్తారు, థర్డ్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ సిఎస్ఎస్ సెలెక్టర్ కి వెళ్తారు, ఫోర్త్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఎక్స్పాత్ కి వెళ్తారు. మాక్సిమం ఈ 4 లొకేటర్స్ ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేస్తుంటారు. ఓకే. సో ఎనీవే మనకి ఎక్స్పాత్ గురించి మనకి కంటిన్యూషన్ టాపిక్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ ఇన్ ల్యాబ్ నెంబర్ 25. నాట్ 25, 24. See, advanced XPath part. So almost we are having 14 programs. So the continuation on the XPaths we are going to discuss again in here, and CSS selectors, lab number 45. So దీని యొక్క ఎక్స్టెన్షన్, దీని యొక్క డెప్త్ అనాలిసిస్ పార్ట్ we are going to discuss in lab number 24 and 45. Okay. So at the time being, you need to understand how to write set of driver instruction. You can write set of driver instruction any of these locator. Okay. So that's it. Okay. Is everyone clear? Is still anybody is having any doubts?
సార్ మౌస్ ఆపరేటర్స్ ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ గురించి
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారా మీరు?
చేశాను, కానీ ఇక్కడ సోర్స్ డ్రాగ్ బటన్, టార్గెట్ కూడా డ్రాగ్ బటన్ అనే ఉంది. సేమ్.
ఓకే. ఒక్క నిమిషం. సో ఈ లైన్ నెంబర్ 29, 30లో చూస్తే మీకు ఏమర్థం అవుతుందో నాకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి. హలో
సార్,
లైన్ నెంబర్ 29 and 31 మీకు చూస్తే మీకు ఏమర్థం అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ?
డ్రాగ్ బటన్.
సో లెట్ మీ ఓపెన్ ద Let me open the application. So source drag button XPath ante edi ida idi target drag button XPath ante idi. So I'm creating web element objects
Okay, sir.
and I want to drag this button to this location.
Okay.
So action class lo drag and drop అనేది ఉంది. So just perform on. So it is automatically moving to target location whenever
Okay.
this line is executed. Okay na?
Okay, sir.
ఇంకా ఓకే, హోప్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ఈస్ క్లియర్. సో జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీరు క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒక 15 to 20 minutes రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ చూడండి, ఒక వీడియో కూడా ఆఫ్లైన్ లో కూడా వీడియో ఫాలో అవ్వండి. సో మీకు మాక్సిమం డౌట్స్ క్లియర్ అయిపోతుంటాయి. ఓకే, స్టిల్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ఇష్యూస్, ఓకే, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ ద డౌట్స్. ఓకే ఓకే, నౌ లెట్ మీ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about new topic as multiple windows. Okay, so before going on to this topic, let me give the background. Suppose there is an Amazon application, okay, and you clicked on some hyperlink, you clicked on some product, and it is navigated to some new window. Okay, and there you have to enter product ID, product description, product feedback, and users comments, and after that you need to click on submit. Okay, once you click on submit, that window will be closed, and after that you have to come back to the main window, and in the main window you have to continue the remaining set of driver instructions. So your driver has to switch from current window to new window. Okay, so that scenario how to handle. Okay, so we are going to switch that scenario. So let me open that, let me explain that scenario how to handle. So I'm taking an example. Okay, let me open a Chrome browser newly. This is my Chrome browser. Okay, to launch a new tab, so in last class what we discussed, to launch a new tab, so we will write this line of code. So we can launch a new tab by writing this line of code. So I have done this one. So window.open, JavaScript execute script of window.open means one new window will be opened. Okay, let me open the new window. Okay, and after so this is, we can call it as a tab 0, and this one we can call it as a tab 1. Okay, so now let's go to the application. So I want to know how many number of windows are opened right now. So if you want to know how many number of windows, you need to write this line. So driver dot get window handles, and you need to write the syntax like this: array list string tabs is equal to new array list of string driver dot get window handles. So this all windows information, it will be stored into this tabs object. Okay, you can create object name whatever you want, tabs 1, tabs 2, or anything. Okay, so I'm going to create tabs. So I have created tabs. So right now in these tabs, how many tabs are information is available? Tab 0 and tab 1. So now after that, I'm telling to driver to switch on to the tab 1. So driver dot switch to dot window of tabs dot get of 1. So I can switch into that first tab. So here I'm moving on to the first tab, and this application URL will be invoked here. And after that, you can write set of driver instructions according to this window. So you can write set of driver instructions according to this window here. Okay, after that, if you want to come back to the main window, you can write like this: driver dot switch to dot window of tabs dot get of 0. So the driver will come back to the it will come back to the main window here. Tabs dot get of 0 means after that I am okay, I'm back to the main window, and I'm entering my username and password. So admin and admin 123. So these values will be typed. So like that, I can able to switch into the multiple windows. Okay, So how to explain this scenario? So once, if you want to know how many windows are opened, you need to write this line. So in this tabs object, it is storing all the opens how many tabs are invoked. That tabs information, it will be stored into this tabs object. So this is the damn sure question people are asking in the interviews. How do you handle multiple windows? So this is the complex scenario people are asking, but it is very, very simple topic. Just you need to tell the syntax. Array list string tabs is equal to new array list of string driver dot get window handles. So whenever this driver dot get window handles method is executing, get window handles method is executed, so it will pull all the open tabs information and it will store into this object. So right now I have two tabs. So whichever tab I want to move, I can write like this, tabs.1 and tabs. And I can write set of driver instructions according to that way. Okay. So now let me run my program. So whenever there are multiple windows are opened, simply you need to write driver.get window handles. That's it. See, it's went to google.com page, and after that it's come back and it is entered these values. So now we understood how to switch from one tab to another tab. So just this line is switching. So to switch among multiple windows, just you need to write this one. Driver dot switch to dot window of tabs dot get off 0, driver dot switch to dot window of tabs dot get off 1. And according to that window, we have to write set of driver instructions. Okay. And people are asking, how do you get the open windows information? So you need to tell this line. Driver dot get window handles, you have to write so that all the windows information will be stored into the array list tabs object. So this object we can call it as a array list tabs object. So this is the way we have to write the syntax. Okay, now let me go to the next point. So just now we have discussed, when there are two tabs, we understood the scenario. When there are more than two tabs, so this is second tab, this is third tab. Generally this scenario, so many experienced people also, they don't know. Most of the people, they are aware about of where there are two tabs only, that situation they will know. But whenever there are more than two tabs, how we need to write set of driver instructions, people they are not clear about this topic. Okay, so let me explain this one. So I have written JavaScript executor.windows.open. So one more new tab open, and again I have written JavaScript executor.window.open. So one more new tab has been opened. So first I opened Orange HRM, after that new tab, and again new tab. So that means I have written JavaScript executor windows.open 2 times. Okay, 2 times. And here we need to understand main important concept is, this is tab 0. Orange HRM is tab 0. And this is this new tab. So on the last one, this we can call it as a tab 1. Okay. And the middle one, we can call it as a tab 2. Okay. Suppose I opened 4 more windows. So this it will be treated as tab 0, Orange HRM. And the last one, it can be treated as tab 1. And this one it can be treated as tab 2. And it can be treated as tab 3. Okay. So the last one, it will be treated as tab 1. So reverse order. So this one is tab 2, tab 3. Okay. So that is the way the driver is recognizing the windows. Okay. So now let me explain the scenario when there are more than 2 tabs. So this is tab 0, and this is tab 1, and this is tab 2. So that is clear to everyone. Is everyone clear? First one is tab 0, and the last one is
Yes,
tab
sir.
1, and the middle one is tab 2. So just now I opened one new window. So this one, and I opened one more. So this last one, so just for my understanding purpose, I am writing as tab 1, and the middle one, for my understanding purpose, I am writing as tab 2. Okay. So right now I want to know how many tabs are there. So I'm writing the same syntax. And after that, I'm writing driver dot switch to dot window of tabs dot get off 1. So where this google.com page will be invoked on the middle one or in the last one?
Middle.
Last.
Last one.
Last.
Yes, it's invoked. Okay. And after that, I'm writing a statement driver dot switch to dot window of caps dot get off 0. So where I will move from here?
Orange.
Will come to
HRM.
Orange HRM, right? After that, I'm writing set of driver instructions. Admin and admin 1, 2, 3 has been typed. After that, I'm writing driver dot switch to dot window of caps dot get off 2. So where it will be moved? The middle one. Okay, it will go to here. So the facebook.com will be invoked. So like this, your program will be executed. Okay. So the simplest concept is somebody is writing lines. See, so when there are multiple tabs, 1, 2, 3. So the simplest understanding is this is tab 0, last one is tab 1, and reverse order is tab 2. So like that. Okay. So that is the one. So where your driver is going control, that's what you need to understand when there are multiple windows. Hope everyone is clear how to handle multiple window scenario now. Is anyone is having any doubts?
Sir,
One second. Yes. Tell me.
సార్ నావిగేట్ అనే ఒక కీవర్డ్ కూడా మనకు ఉందేమో అనుకుంటా సార్. ఐ హర్డ్ సమ్వేర్ అబౌట్ ఇట్.
ఆ టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అవి ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్తాను నేను. నావిగేషన్ ఇవ్వండి, నావిగేట్, ఇవన్నీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్.
అది కూడా నేను ఆల్రెడీ ఒక దాంట్లో చూసా సార్. నావిగేట్ బ్యాక్, నావిగేట్ ఫార్వర్డ్ అంటే మనకి ట్యాబ్స్ మధ్యన స్విచ్ అవ్వచ్చు సార్. అది
నావిగేట్ బ్యాక్, నావిగేట్ బ్యాక్ అంటే ఇది ఫార్వర్డ్, ఇది బ్యాక్. ఈ బ్రౌజర్ లో ఉన్న బ్యాక్ ఫార్వర్డ్ కంట్రోల్స్. వెన్ ఎవర్ ద టాపిక్ విల్ కమ్ ఐ విల్ టెల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్. ఓకే, బ్రౌజర్ బ్యాక్ ఫార్వర్డ్ కోసం ఇచ్చింది అది. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఇప్పుడు హౌ టు హ్యాండిల్ మల్టిపుల్ విండోస్ లో? హోప్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ఈస్ క్లియర్. So the interview questions on this topic is how do you handle multiple windows? So what is the first line you need to tell? This one, driver dot get window handles, so that we can store it in a tab subject. After that, how to switch. So this line of code you need to explain, and according to that window I can write set of driver instructions. Okay, over. That's it.
Sir, instead of array list, linked list also.
లింక్డ్ లిస్ట్ వల్ల ఏంటంటే we cannot switch into the based on index number. We have to traverse each and every node. Point అర్థమైంది? సో అరే లిస్ట్ లింక్స్. సో మీకు కోర్ జావా కాన్సెప్ట్ క్లారిటీ వస్తే అప్పుడు అర్థమవుతుంది. ఓకే, జనరల్లీ we can use array list. Okay, now let's go back to the next point. So we completed multiple windows. So now let's go to the next topic is frames. Okay, so let me go to the topic frames. Okay, this is my website. I navigated to this website and I asked you to automate this Google contact form, and I asked you to automate Amazon contact form. So what you will do if you don't know frames concept? Simply you will write driver dot find element by first name dot send keys, driver dot find element by last name dot send keys, driver dot find element by subject dot send keys. But your lines of code, it won't execute at all. Okay, why? Because these web elements are available inside a frame. Okay, but these web elements are available in a main page. How can I know whether a particular web element is available inside a frame, or which web elements we can call it as a main page of the web elements? So that is the point we need to understand. So I'm telling these web elements are available inside a frame, and even these web elements are also available inside another frame. Okay, and but these web elements are available directly on the main page. So if you write set of driver instructions, sir, I have written XPath correct only, last time correct only, subject correct only, but my set of driver instructions are not executed. So you need to understand your web elements are directly available or not on the main page. If it is on the main page, your set of driver instructions, it will be executed. But if the web elements are not available directly on the web page and those are available inside a frame, your set of driver instructions cannot be executed. Okay, so now let's understand how can I check whether my web element is inside a frame or not. Just you can come to the nearby web element and you can do right click. So if you will see view frame source, that means those web elements are available inside a frame. Okay, and suppose if I will click on this web element, right click and click on, so you are able to see only view page source. Okay, so if you click the web element nearby and if you are clicking, so you are able to see only view page source. The view page source means those web element is directly available on the main page. Okay, suppose if I will come back and if I will check this one, right click, see here I'm seeing view frame source. So here also I'm saying view frame source. So these web elements are available inside a frame. That's what I understood. So my set of driver instructions, it cannot be executed. So here the scenario is how to handle this frame and how to execute this set of driver instructions if the web elements are available inside a frame. Okay, so that is the topic. First of all, we need to understand what is a frame. Okay, frame means, okay, let me click on view page source. If you click on right click and if you click on view page source, so whatever the developer has written code, we can able to view complete code. For this web page, what is the developer has written? If you want to see the complete code, just you can do right click and click on view page source. You can able to view complete coding. Okay, so here iframe src is equal to Google contact.html. iframe src is equal to Amazon contact.html. So Google contact.html page means this one, and Amazon contact.html page means this one. So that means this is a separate HTML page and this is also a separate HTML page. Okay, so in the main page, the developer is calling some another HTML pages. So Google contact.html page and Amazon contact.html pages. That means these web elements are from those web pages. So Google contact.html page and this one is Amazon contact.html page. So that's what we understand. So to call some another web pages, developer is writing a code as iframe src. src means source code. Source code he is calling from google.contact.html. So if I will click here, so it is navigated. So this is the main page. Okay, so this is direct web page. So he is calling that code into this main page. So how? So if you want to, if a developer has developed a separate web page and to call that page into the main page, developer is writing a tag name as iframe. Okay, what is iframe? Somebody will ask what we need to tell. So that is a separate HTML page calling in the main page. Okay, so to call some another HTML page in the main page, developer will use iframes. Okay, so if the web elements are available inside a frame, if the web elements are inside the frame, the driver cannot able to look at these web elements. Okay, so now let me go to the view page source. So here frame name has been given as Google_contact form, and here frame name has been given Amazon_contact form. Okay, so now let me go to the scripting part, how I am handling. So switch into the frame by name. So the second program I'm going to explain now. So first of all, I'm navigated to my website, allcontacts.html. So I navigated to this website. 1 second. Where is that one? So I navigated to this web page. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm writing driver.switch2.frame of frame name. So Google_contact form. Because suppose if I will write like this without writing frame name, so so no such element exception it will come. Okay, because these web elements are directly not available on the main page. So it will throw an exception, no such element exception. Okay, so you have to switch into the frame. So to switch into the frame, we need to write driver dot switch to dot frame of frame name. After that, I'm writing my set of driver instructions according to that frame, first name, last name, and subject. And so you are available inside a frame now. And if you want to come back and if you want to exit from the current frame, you need to write driver dot switch to dot default content, so that driver will be exited from the current frame and it will come back to the main page. Okay, after that, again I want to handle another frame. So now I am available at the main page of the section, my driver. Okay, and if I want to go back to here, I can write my driver dot switch to dot frame of frame name I'm writing, and I'm writing set of driver instructions. Okay, and after that, I want to exit from the current frame, and driver dot switch to dot default content, I can come back to the main page of the section. Okay, I'm exiting. So to exit from the current frame, always you have to write this one. Okay, and to enter into the frame, you need to write this one. So the frame name you have to write. After that, you can write set of driver instructions according to that frame. Okay, so now let me write. Okay, so okay, I'm commenting remaining all lines of code, so that is not required. So now we understood how to switch among multiple frames, and if the web elements are available inside a frame, we understood. Okay, now let me run my program. What is happened? No such frame. No frame found by element Google underscore contact form. Okay, 1 second. Let me run again. Okay, all contact.html. 1 second. This web page is not opening. Okay, this web page is not opening, but I can tell you some other website, or I will show you in tomorrow's class. But anyway, however, you guys understood the concept, right? So whenever the frame is, so how to ensure whether a particular web element is available inside a frame or not? Just you can right click and check the frame name. Okay, so if it is view frame source, if it is showing, just right click on the page, view page source, and check what is the frame name. So here it is the Google underscore contact form. So here the website, it is not opening. That is the issue, it is coming. Okay, 1 second. Or I will try in Firefox browser. Let me give driver is equal to test browser. think web page is down, so it's not able to work. Okay, I can show you some other websites. Hope you all guys understood how to handle the frames. Okay, so now let me go to the next concept. So this web page, okay, we can handle frames in 3 ways. Okay, the first concept we understood, based on frame name we can switch into the frame. Okay, and we can writing the set of driver instructions according to that frame. And now the next concept is frames by index. Okay, now let me close this. Frames by index. So I've opened my website. I want to know how many number of frames on a particular web page. So if I want to know how many number of anchor tags, hyperlinks on the web page, previously we have written anchor tag. Okay, I want to know how many number of frames are available on a web page. So I can write iframe tag name, so that I can come to know list of web element frames is equal to driver.find elements. So group of similar web elements I'm finding, and I can come to know frames.size of. So it will printed as number of frames as 2. Okay, so I'm saving frames.size of. So this variable which contains the value as 2 frames it contains. Okay, I understood there are 2 frames are available on this web page. After that, I'm writing driver dot switch to dot frame of. Previously we have written within the double quotation frame name. Now what I'm writing, frames dot get off 0. That means the first frame. Okay, I'm switching into the first frame and I'm writing the set of driver instructions. Okay, and based on the index number I'm switching into the first frame. Okay, and the second frame is driver dot switch to dot frame of. So the list of frames are available here, right? So frames dot get off 1. So based on the index number, I'm switching onto the second frame. So here index number will be started with 0 and 1. So frames dot get off 1, I'm switching onto the second frame, and I'm writing the set of instructions according to that frame. And after that, finally I'm writing driver dot switch to dot default content. I will come back to the main window. Okay, so the interviewer will ask how many ways the frames concept can be handled. So it can be handled in 3 ways. Switch into frame by name, driver dot switch to dot frame of frame name, and switch into the frame by index number, driver dot switch to dot frame of frames dot get off 0 and frames dot get off 1. So how to create these frames? How can I know? So this is the line you have to tell in the interview. List of web element frames is equal to driver dot switch to dot